You've all seen the latest trend of the hot chocolate bombs, those really cool circles of chocolate decorated that look beautiful and are filled with cocoa mix, hot chocolate mix, and when you put it into a cup of hot milk or water, they kind of explode with marshmallows and so much deliciousness all around. We're gonna break it down into a couple of easy steps. It definitely takes some practice to get it right, but it's not as hard as you think. And of course, being that Hanukkah is coming up, we are actually going with the Dreidel bomb version here today, which is a similar concept, but with the Dreidel mold. So here we go, stay tuned. You're going to need a couple of items. The first thing that you're going to need is some sort of baking chocolate. Today we're using this Alpro Swiss baking chocolate. You're going to need some hot chocolate mix, and tonight we're using Elite Chocolate. And of course, marshmallows, because what would hot chocolate be without marshmallows? This is the Posh Kids mini marshmallows. All these items can be found at Winn-Dixie in the kosher aisle, Winn-Dixie and Lions Road on Boynton Beach Boulevard. So check it out there. The chocolate, cocoa mix, and marshmallows. Then you want to get yourself a bowl that's microwave safe, because that's how we're gonna melt our chocolate. A pastry brush, it's gonna make for easy decorating. And these very awesome Dreidel molds. That's what the chocolate is going to go into. You can order these online. If you don't have the Dreidel ones, you can try the round ones that will give you the circle chocolate bombs. So stay tuned as we get started. This is a 10-ounce bar of chocolate. If you're going to do the complete molds, that's gonna make 6 chocolate bombs. You are going to need about 12 ounces of chocolate. You wanna break it up into little pieces and put it in your bowl, and we're gonna zap this for about 2 minutes. You wanna do it on intervals. Put it in for about 30 seconds, take it out and stir it, and do that a couple of times until it's very liquidy. You want the chocolate to come out looking like this, nice and liquidy. If you have 1 or 2 little chunks, that's okay. Keep stirring and it will melt when it's all together. Get your mold ready and your pastry brush, and you're gonna paint the cavities of the mold on all sides. You're going to be very careful that you get it all covered, and that will help that it stay whole when you take it out of the mold. A good idea is to brush it all with chocolate evenly. Once you do that and you finish, take an extra look around to see if there's any blue peeking out, and if there is, you want to make sure it's covered up so that nothing's going to seep out of the mold later on. Just like that. If the edges are a little bit messy, that's okay, because we're going to melt them down at the end. It's best to do 2 coats, 1 coat first, and after going into the freezer, we're going to do the 2nd coat. They should look like that, filled with chocolate and all complete, and these are freezer ready. We're going to put them in the freezer for about 3 minutes and see how they're set, and then we're going to do a second layer. Here are our Dreidels that have been in the freezer for 3 minutes. They are set and setting. We're gonna add another layer of chocolate and stick them back in the freezer for a couple of minutes. As you can see, the difference in color, the melted chocolate is very shiny, and the chocolate, once it sets, becomes more. Our Dreidels are ready to be popped out of the molds. You wanna do this very carefully so that they do not crack. First, you wanna separate the mold from the chocolate and then pop it out super gently. In the event that it does crack, no worries. You can either eat it or melt it again and try again from the beginning. So we're gonna give everyone a minute to pop them out of the mold. And there you have them, our gorgeous Dreidels, ready to be filled and turned into the hot chocolate bombs. If the bottom's a little bit messy, have no fear, that's going to be just fine. We have the nun and gimmels on the top, the hay and chins on the bottom. We have a pan here that's heating up. It just has some chocolate from our previous Dreidel bombs experiment. When it's a little bit hot, you're gonna take it and very gently put it in the pan, and you'll see that right away the bottoms start to melt. Leave it for like 10 seconds, and you're gonna take it right out. So what we're gonna do now is just put it on 3 of them, the bottoms, and these are gonna be the ones that we're gonna fill. Melt it down, nice and easy. So that it's going to be even. Ta-da. Into the bottoms, we're going to put 1 spoon of the hot chocolate mix. There's going to be a lot of chocolate in this beverage, so even though a normal hot chocolate cup calls for more, you don't need to use all the full amount because you'll have all the chocolate from the Dreidel bombs. And of course, we do not want to forget our marshmallows because that is our key exciting part. However many you like. And now to close them up, we're gonna do the same thing we did with the pan. We're gonna take the top part, melt off the bottom just a little bit so it's even and it will stick, and pop it right onto the Dreidel bomb. It's gonna take a couple of minutes and let it set. We're gonna repeat the same thing with the rest of the tops. And there you have it, the hot chocolate Dreidel bombs. These are ready to go into any cup for a delicious glass of hot chocolate, but we're gonna add a little bit more decorations and make it just a tad more festive. Chocolate or some candy melt, blue candy melts, just a little bit, and melt it in the microwave on 30 seconds until it becomes nice and liquidy. Okay, so here we have a Ziploc bag, regular Ziploc bag that we put in a cup. So it's gonna be simple to transfer our melted white chocolate or candy melt right into it and pour it like that. That will help us make it easy for drizzling. And we're gonna drizzle it right across our dreidels in any way you'd like. While the chocolate is wet is when you want to add any sprinkles or other embellishments. There's lots of cool things out there, and sprinkles and non-pearls and things like that. We're doing some blue to make it all out for Hanukkah. And there you got it, a beautiful Dreidel bomb. We're gonna let it set for a couple of minutes, and then we're gonna see how it works in the hot chocolate. The moment we've been waiting for, we're going to take one of our beautiful Dreidel bombs and put it in the very largest glass you can possibly find. Once it is securely set in your cup, we're gonna get some hot milk and watch the magic. Ta-da! Marshmallows at the top, hot chocolate in your milk, and a delicious Hanukkah treat for everybody in the family. Give it a nice mix and enjoy your Hanukkah Dreidel bombs. And there you have it, the gorgeous Dreidel hot chocolate bombs, ready to make any night of Hanukkah a party in your home. Wishing you all a happy Hanukkah.